Planet Earth is massive. But have you ever wondered which countries take up the most space? Some are so big that they stretch across entire continents, contain multiple climates, and hold landscapes so diverse you'd swear they were different planets. Now, what if I told you that the #1 spot on our list is so enormous, it spans 11 time zones? Some are so big that entire countries could fit inside them multiple times, while others are so remote that vast regions remain untouched by humans. And at the top of our list, a country so large it alone makes up nearly 11% of all land on Earth. So grab your passport, or at least your imagination, as we travel across the 10 largest countries on Earth. By the time we reach #1, you'll have covered so much ground, it might just feel like you've been on a flight around the world. But before we jump in, let's hear from you. If you could visit any one of these massive countries, which one would it be and why? Would you explore the Amazon rainforest in Brazil, trek across the icy tundras of Russia, or take a cross-country road trip through the United States? Drop your answer in the comments below. We're curious to see which country wins the most votes. Welcome to Travel Theory. Your next adventure starts here. Kicking off our list at #10 is Algeria, the largest country in Africa. Spanning a staggering 2.38 million square kilometers, this North African giant is 3 times the size of Texas, and yet it's home to only around 45 million people. That's because about 80% of Algeria is covered by the Sahara, making it one of the driest places on Earth. And yes, despite being famous for its deserts, Algeria has over 1,600 kilometers of stunning coastline along the Mediterranean. Just another reason why this place is full of surprises. At #9, we have Kazakhstan, a country so vast that you could fit the entire United Kingdom into it 10 times over. It stretches 2.72 million square kilometers across Central Asia, making it the largest landlocked country on Earth. Kazakhstan is a land of extremes, scorching summers, freezing winters, and some of the most remote places on the planet. But what makes it truly special is its role in the space race. This is where Baikonur Cosmodrome is located, the world's oldest and largest space launch facility, where Yuri Gagarin became the first human in space. So, while Kazakhstan might not have an ocean, it has something even cooler, a direct gateway to the stars. Coming in at #8, we have Argentina, the land of tango, steak, and some of the most jaw-dropping landscapes on Earth. Covering 2.78 million kilometers square, Argentina is home to every type of environment you can imagine, from icy glaciers to tropical jungles. Speaking of glaciers, Argentina is home to Perito Moreno, one of the few advancing glaciers left in the world. And at the opposite end of the spectrum, there's the Iguazu Falls, a waterfall so massive that it makes Niagara Falls look tiny in comparison. Argentina also claims the southernmost city on Earth, Ushuaia, where you can hop on a boat straight to Antarctica, a land of fire and ice. At lucky #7, we have India, a country so vast and diverse, it's practically a continent of its own. Spanning 3.29 million kilometers square, India is home to over 1.4 billion people, making it the most densely populated country on this list. From the towering peaks of the Himalayas to the sun-kissed beaches of Goa, India has landscapes that range from snowy tundras to scorching deserts. And of course, there's the Taj Mahal, a symbol of love that attracts millions of visitors every year. With a history stretching back over 5,000 years, India isn't just big in size, it's big in culture, history, and impact. Australia, the only country on this list that is also a continent. At 7.69 million kilometers square, Australia is so big that you could fit all of Western Europe inside it and still have room left over. But here's the kicker. Most of that space is empty. The outback, which covers the majority of the country, is a vast arid expanse where temperatures can soar above 50 degrees Celsius, 122 degrees Fahrenheit, in summer. In fact, some towns are built entirely underground, like Kuba Pidi, where people live in caves to escape the blistering heat. But don't let that intimidate you. Australia is also home to some of the world's best beaches, the Great Barrier Reef, and one of the most livable cities on Earth, Melbourne. Oh, and if you ever visit, don't forget to check your shoes, because this country is also famous for its deadliest creatures, from spiders to snakes to box jellyfish. Coming in at number 5, we have Brazil, a country so full of life, rhythm, and color that it almost feels like an entire world of its own. Covering 8.51 million kilometers square, Brazil is home to the Amazon rainforest, which produces over 20% of the world's oxygen. That's right. This country is literally helping the planet breathe. But it's not just about jungles. Brazil has some of the most stunning beaches on Earth, like Copacabana and Ipanema, where you'll find people playing soccer 24/7. Speaking of soccer, Brazil is the most successful team in World Cup history with 5 titles. And trust me, football here is practically a religion. And then there's Carnival in Rio, the biggest street party on the planet, where millions of people dance through the streets in dazzling costumes for days on end. Brazil is a place of vibrance, energy, and pure passion, and its size only adds to the magic. At number 4, we have China, the most populous country on Earth and a land of ancient wonders and futuristic megacities. Spanning 9.6 million kilometers square, China has everything: towering Himalayan peaks, vast Gobi Desert sands, subtropical jungles, and megacities with populations larger than some countries. China is home to 56 ethnic groups, over 300 dialects, and a history stretching back over 5,000 years. It's the birthplace of paper, gunpowder, and noodles. Yes, that bowl of spaghetti you love, it all started here. And if you love technology, China has cities like Shenzhen, often called the Silicon Valley of the East, where the future is happening right now. Taking the bronze medal, we have the United States of America, a country so vast and diverse, it's practically 50 different countries in one. Covering 9.83 million kilometers square, the US has every single climate on Earth, from the frozen tundras of Alaska to the tropical beaches of Florida. It's a land of innovation and extremes, home to the world's first national park, Yellowstone, the tallest trees on the planet in California, and the hottest place on Earth, Death Valley. And while its natural landscapes are breathtaking, The US is also the cultural capital of the world. Hollywood alone produces hundreds of films a year, shaping global pop culture, while cities like New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago pulse with art, music, and food from every corner of the planet. From the Las Vegas Strip, where neon lights never sleep, to the silent, icy wilderness of Denali, America is a land of extremes, where the world's biggest dreams are chased, and some of nature's greatest wonders lie waiting to be explored. At number 2, we have Canada, a country so massive and empty, it has more lakes than the rest of the world combined. Covering 9.98 million kilometers square, Canada is known for its breathtaking wilderness. Over 75% of the country is completely uninhabited, making it one of the best places on Earth to see wildlife like moose, bears, and wolves. And let's not forget about hockey, which is basically a national obsession here. If you visit, expect to hear "sorry" about 50 times a day, because Canadians are as famous for their politeness as they are for their maple syrup. And finally, Russia, a country so vast it covers 11 time zones and spans over 17.1 million square kilometers. Russia is so big you could fit Pluto inside it and still have room left over. It stretches from Europe to Asia, has some of the coldest inhabited places on Earth, and is home to Lake Baikal, the deepest and oldest freshwater lake on the planet. Russia is a nation of grand contrasts and boundless scale, where imperial cities shimmer with golden domes and untamed wilderness stretches beyond the horizon. It stands as a bridge between Europe and Asia, past and future, civilization and raw nature, a country that is as vast in its landscapes as it is in its history. And there you have it, the 10 largest countries on Earth, each one a world of its own, filled with breathtaking landscapes, rich history, and endless places to explore. Which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this journey across the globe, be sure to like and subscribe for more adventures with Travel Theory, where we bring the world to you one story at a time. Thanks for watching, and click on the next video to keep exploring.